And a steady burn, and I think Loxley has now got his talent. He's ready to put him on display tonight, Tim.
Touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line, and the junior. Fleet Davis is in the backfield. You look at that secondary and linebacking core. Jack Campbell is a real stalwart, and quickly a curl pattern to Fleet Davis.
They'll go pace and tempo and use it as a tactical advantage, and let's see if they can man up an Iowa.
Third down, a yard to go. They're going to throw it. Crossing pattern, and it's overthrown for Demas.
Can't give away downs like they just did there. Inexcusable.
Charlie Jones is back deep, standing at his 20. Pressure up the middle leads to an end-over-end line driver, and Jones is tackled immediately. Outstanding coverage by Maryland. A 34-yard boot that was rushed. That's the eye on 2nd and 10. Little bubble screen.
Nice.
And it's good for a first down right away. Arlen Bruce.
This is more like Iowa right here, the formation that we're used to seeing. This is going to be a run.
First down. Great penetration by the Terps. Goodson bouncing off would-be tacklers. Finally goes down after a loss of 3. Ami Finau, 55. Ivory Kelly Martin is now the setback. 3rd and 13 for Petras.
Trips to the field. You got him underneath here.
Yeah, shallow cross. It's Ivory Kelly Martin.
Love the play call. You're going to be short, Tim. I think this Iowa team is kind of bringing something extra to the table we hadn't seen before.
Corey Taylor, an outstanding punter. This one line drive, though, and it's Tarheeb still on the return.
Coming out to block you, man. That's scary.
That's Okonkwo, the tight end. They'll utilize him. 4 wides. Tagovailoa lets it fly. It's picked off right at midfield. He didn't see the defender there. And it's Riley Moss. Phil Parker, the longtime defensive coordinator, lives by this. The pressure had a lot to do with it. There was one run, Scott Alexander tells me. They had one run. Yep, it went for a loss. There's an out pattern to Reganey inside the 40 to the 39.
Not as gifted, not as deep, but they still are accurate.
Wow. They usually are run first. On the out, it's Tyler Goodson, and he's got it down to the 27-yard line for a first down, a gain of 13.
Discipline. You know, you're going to get moved a lot because this line is a little bit undersized, and they're going to run to that gap where that flex position is, and it just runs right by him. Tremendous job.
Out of the gun. Underneath, ball is tipped.
You got to be careful.
And again, Tarheeb still all over the place. We'll try from 41. And he got it.
Antithetical attitude than his older brother. He's got to have a snap and clear mentality.
Isaiah Jacobs now in the backfield. Plenty of time here. Deep crossing pattern. It's complete. It's Demas. First down, Maryland.
Tim, to come back with this play against zone coverage, and it's deep versus off coverage, but it is zone. They're passing this off. 2 deep safeties. Let's see what happens. If there's any motion, if that safety starts to walk down, now he's backing out into a single 2-high look. Should be an opportunity.
There it is.
There it is.
Same play. Demas on the deep cross. You can complete enough of these, you're going to bring those safeties down.
At some point in time, you've got to understand where the weakness is. Every coverage has a weakness and a strength. 2 deep safeties means the middle of the field and the outside are going to be more open than not. That's why Y seam, which is tight end vertical. Great pitch and catch. Great job by the receiver.
Matau remains in the backfield. And this time, Tagovailoa will run it. And he's got the first down, it appears, inside the 10 to the 9. 7 plays, 60 yards, and they're moving quickly. Matau remains the setback. Play fake, and they go quick out towards the pylon. It is touchdown, Okonkwo.
Backers have to honor, and why do they honor that? Because this quarterback can run. Again, watch him on the inside here. You got Jack Campbell, outstanding, and then Seth Benson, number 44. That nice little play action gets him to the
offense, and he actually taught Enos that when they were together at Alabama in 2018. But Enos now brings that extra special something with the tight end and the screen game from time to time. Here comes Jones. Wow. Charlie Jones on the return. And he's out past the 40, near the 44-yard line. Signal, yeah, it was just a warning. There's no reason to throw the little yellow hanky. I think this time a kicker did not want to get targeted.
Man, you don't want to be a kicker. Look at him. He's got his head up, man. Yeah. He just got lifted.
He did.
They put him in a 3rd and short.
2nd down and 5. Goodson again, navigating his way for a 1st down. It's those short, choppy steps. 5 yards, 6 yards, and 5 yards on Coates on this drive. Play fake, a little bootleg action. Down. There's Laporta. He's got a 1st down and more. Inside the 30, knocked out of bounds at the 25.
Comes back, short motion, and Laporta, watch him, this is called sift. He's going to go the opposite direction, short motion, and then into the flat. You're going to fake it, and the counter motion freezes those linebackers, and look at him. All you need is a little bit of space, and that guy right there is going to make mano-a-mano. Can you beat him? Which one?
Petras firing away. Goodson again at the 10 and spun down at the 9. But now he puts together a 16-yarder and an 18-yarder.
Watch Goodson coming out of the backfield right here. When he goes between that hash, everybody else is manned outside. And watch his zone underneath, though. He comes right and keeps it skinny. This guy's smaller, though, about 5'10", 195 pounds, maybe 200.
2nd and goal. They're going to do a little push. Potty bomb may have helped this. Touchdown, Spencer Petras. Spencer Petras. Watch how Potty Bomb just throws his helmet right into the small of his back. Here's the kick. Demas back deep from his 3. Going to the wide side, well tracked down. Iowa's special teams, another area. There's a late fumble. Are they going to say that's a live ball?
They may, but that's unfortunate because they played it with great leverage.
I thought he was down.
Brian Stewart talked about what he's going to do to put his players in the best position to make plays. That's why they play a heavy amount of man coverage, because they've got that confidence in their abilities.
2nd down and goal. Petras. There he is. Bruce. Nice. He's got it. Touchdown.
Tim Bruce put him in his hip pocket. It took a while, and that's why you got to have those horses up there. Anytime you turn your back to an athletic front, you've got confidence that you're going to be able to protect for that long enough. Bruce did a wonderful job, man coverage. It's all the way. The shallow crossing route official may have helped him just a tad there.
You know, I believe in college football expansion, college football playoff expansion, but I just think we need to be very methodical in our thought process.
There's an interception just as we're speaking, and look out, it's Jack Turner. And another turnover.
They may have gotten it back too, Timmy.
I think Maryland may have gotten a fumble on the back end of that. Let's see. They're fighting for it. Youngster out of Dowling High School.
Tim, it's a base formation that they've got. I think it's 11 personnel. And again, it was tipped. That's his first thing. The underneath coverage there, that was Jack Campbell, very active inside linebacker. Tipped that one in the air, and because it was suspended, now it's out again.
Oh, man, Maryland had 2 good opportunities to get it. 2nd down and 20. Out of the gun. Petras for Laporta again. Beautiful defensive play. And a marker down at the line of scrimmage again, thrown in an area where it could be holding.
We're fortunate to be able to come together, especially during the summer like we had in college athletics.
2nd and 7, a little delay. Wow. Goodson, how about that ad-lib? How about that move? Goodson with the sleight of hand and foot.
I mean, that's just great football, man. That's how you play it.
Inside the 1, 2nd and goal. Little power football.
Yep.
Petras again with the help of Potty Bomb. It's a touchdown.
I've said it all the time that we have the best coaches in all of college football, and Coach Ferentz and Coach Loxley have done a great job this year.
Well, he's got the talent, no question about it, but now one of the key pieces that allows him the full latitude of the offense is out of the mix. How do they navigate? Speed.
Yeah, like that guy, Tyon Fleet Davis. A little jet sweep action.
He's a subtle guy, but he's also got that speed element that he just demonstrated on that last play.
On the 27-yard line. Tonga Bailoa has another one picked off. This time it's Dane Belton. Goodson again. How about that spin?
Wow.
Spin, baby, spin. Inside the 30 to the 28-yard line for the Hawkeyes. He's the lone setback now. Look at that. Look at that. Just even a loss of a yard is entertaining. You look across the way, Spencer. And
look at his feet, Timmy. Look at his feet. That's what you do with those hucklebuck drills.
Hey.
I don't disagree. I think you're right.
Reganey in the slot. He's looking long. In the end zone, it's tipped away from Tyrone Tracy Jr.
There's a flag, too. Yeah, you got to turn around and at least give the illusion, impression that you're trying to ID the ball.
1st and 10 from just outside the 10 now for Iowa. Maryland really needs to hold them to 3 at worst.
That'd be a penalty. It should have been. Yeah, there it comes out late.
Yeah, Laporta was being held. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Goodson.
That's good speed there.
That's Finau trying to gain some redemption.
But they have really answered the bell, but really hadn't had to do much simply because of the mistakes that Maryland has done.
Yep. Potty bomb. He's in there.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Thinks he's a halfback, man. He says, I got quick feet, brother.
Oops.
Yeah, he just came on a different path and opened up, did Petras a little bit wider than he should have. If he doesn't, it's going to be a long night.
Plenty of time left. That's the good news. Jet sweep.
There he is.
Van Valkenburg. I mean, right into him. Jarrett coming with the jet sweep action.
So that Dan Enos, the coordinator, can have an opportunity to get back in this thing down 24.
Here they are playing behind the sticks again. On 3rd and 12 for the corner, knocked away. Outstanding defense by Belton again. Spangler will punt it away, number 99. Charlie Jones in single safety at his 25. From the 27 he goes, plenty of room, and he'll usher himself out at the 35-yard line. Ivory Kelly Martin in the backfield.
Need a turnover.
There's the little out pattern to Reganey. Nico Reganey close to the sticks. I think he has it for a 1st down.
Oh, love the play selection, too.
Pickup of 9 on that play, and here's Petras again looking for and finding Jones. Marker down. Jones may be guilty of an OPI here. Kirk Ferentz on a short week has really done a lot with his team in the aftermath of the win over Colorado State. Kelly Martin one more time. It's just between the tackles and keep moving the chains. Petras. Oh, wow. Laporta with a little tight end screen. Got a great block from Richmond. He will take it almost to the house. I think they're going to rule him out at the 1. Laporta they got a flag down back at the 25-yard line. Keegan Johnson may be guilty of a hold, the wide receiver.
Sell it. What are we saying? Make it look like you're trying to block somebody before you release it. This is far after the play.
Holding. Offense. Number 6. 10-yard penalty for the spotted foul.
1:38 remaining. 1st and 16 after the penalty.
4-man rush.
Pressure.
You got it.
And they got to Petras back at the 46. Open out
to a 4th down lineman trying to affect the quarterback. So here comes the 4. 97 outside, 51 in the interior line, and then 95 on the other side. But look at the wide gap between their 3 down linemen that remain.
Look at that, wide open. Kelly Martin.
They're asking for that, Tim.
Yeah, and he's almost got enough for the 1st down. Has a 41-yarder already tonight. Right through. I almost turned it into the Capitol again. That's how much I love it. Here goes Tonga Bailoa, letting it fly.
That's about. That's terrible.
Terrible.
Not smart.
I'll just put you back in another interception. That's Terry Roberts, 22, so that's 4 now, thrown by Talia. For the record, they did meet the commissioners on September 28th in Chicago, but the presidents did not show, and there was no vote by the presidents on realignment. They tabled that idea. Charlie Jones.
Spencer Rattler, and they don't really know why it happened, but they just see the score, man, and that's it.
Petras is sacked. That's a great defensive play by Nasili Kite, number 34. Makes a big play. Second sack of the night by Maryland.
Nasili Kite shows a nice move upfield, and again, he just instinctive player. I mean, he sees that that's a full block up front by Brick Justin. They still try to throw it in this time. Interesting. Yep, got him.
There it is, crossing pattern right to Tyler Goodson, and he's gone. Tyler Goodson is gone. How do you do? 67 yards.
Opportunity there versus man coverage, and you can see here he is. Hey, look, who are you going to cover me with, the linebacker? Oh, I'll take that any day. Make him miss. It's a little juke outside. I mean, that's just unfair, man. You can't allow that to happen.
Poor Kobe Thomas had no chance. All right, 35 versus Illinois in 1985.
Wow.
How about that? It's Van Valkenburg took the runner away, and Riley Moss comes up to polish up on Talia Tagovailoa.
33 Moss and 97 Zach Van Valkenburg. Let me tell you, watch this guy read and react. Go underneath the would-be blocker on the out. He's going to balance. And look, they're finally coming out of this. They're going back into a cover 2 shell here. There's nothing going to pull him out of it.
Tagovailoa's pass is caught.
And that'll be a holding of a penalty, Tim. I think
Jarrett gets it out to the 37. There is a marker down. Absolutely agree with that. And we especially don't see it on runs, Spencer, where you're towards the sideline. And we see, as we notice, Fleet Davis taking ahead for about 5 yards.
And we've had a tough time getting consistency. But, man, just to reverse the way you see the game.
Yeah.
And do it with any modicum of consistency has been pretty impressive.
Look at this. The special teams issues for Maryland continue as Jones is thrown out of bounds.
Another thing to do it when you're in those close games, and we've seen them do it in both now.
Yeah. Pressure off the edge. Petras again. Bruce. He's got another Willie Mays catch off of Vic Wirtz in 54. Catch that was. Arlen Bruce, I thought initially that's Charlie Jones, 16, but that's almost the same catch, Spencer, that was made by Reganey last week.
Yeah, Tarheeb Still, number 12, again, was trying to defend best he could.
First and goal.
That's a nice little lifted defensive play.
Almy Finau with some great penetration there. Keep an eye on 21.
You got him.
There it is, right in the flat. But again, an outstanding individual effort defensively. Shudak will attempt the field goal. 32 yards, and he boots it through. Isaiah Jacobs is in the backfield behind Talia. And there he goes. That's a nice move. Near the sticks, he's close to the first down. A lot of coaches now are putting their best players on special teams. That's only Maryland's second first down since the first quarter, by the way. And here's Tagovailoa on the run.
Got him.
That pass is there, and it is caught.
No, the route is really impressive because, number one, there's only 4 rushers, right? So that means you got coverage. You got a number of guys on the back end. You got to sort that out. A nice improvised route. This is just a guy trying to find a way to get open, and he does, and his quarterback makes an athletic play.
38 yards on the reception, and now Tagovailoa will take it. And he's got a first down at the 15 of Iowa.
So you're not getting injured as much. It's a calculated decision, and when you're on the cusp of greatness or more, I don't blame him.
3rd and 10. Wow,
I thought that was
flag. Wow, I thought.
Yeah, it came out late.
Yeah,
it came out.
They did throw it.
You're not fooling anybody doing that.
3rd and goal. Tagovailoa
nice.
On the rollout. He's got his man at the pylon. It's Jarrett for the touchdown. Preparatory school, Almer Park, Maryland.
Rakim makes this wonderful job on the cluster route or the teacup or the bunch formation. There's a lot of names you call it, but it's really tough to sort out as a defender.
PJ Flex Club performed admirably in defeat against Ohio State. The Buckeyes, you don't figure to stay in the doldrums for long.
That play action to tight end there all night.
Yeah. That's a money play to Laporta, isn't it? It's almost a first down every time. He gets it out to the 30-yard line. Out of the gun again. Petras. Shallow cross. Laporta. First down. A short one. Potty bomb. That was the first down. Almost pops it. all the way down to the 37-yard line for another first down. Would be Mr. Fickle.
Yep, I think that one is one you have your eyeball on.
I sure do. It's Ivory Kelly Martin. Look out. Headed for the sidelines and out of bounds inside the 10. Run out by Hippolyte. That this not so dynamic offense has a little more than maybe you bargained for.
Fresh legs and then smart. Watch him shift this ball over to the other hand.
Yep. 8 carries, 62 yards for him tonight. That's a good night's work playing behind Goodson. And there it is again. Wide open is Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a clinic right there.
It is.
If it's working, and you just got gashed for a significant run, why not come right back with the same play action off of that? Understands, keep it simple, do what we do it again and again. Here it is, the Y-angle look here. Short motion to the field, the play action comes that direction, but this time he's going to keep it. You got to defend the run because he...
And Richard Pryor and Wilder went into the bathroom at the train station. And let's just say they wouldn't put that in a script of a movie now.
Well, I'm going to trump that as soon as this play is over with. And
that's Gote, Fanaji Gote. I was, born in 55.
Yeah.
It's a long season. We'll continue to play it. Play fake to Fanaji Gote, and here's Tonga Vailoa picked off again.
Wow. I'm
and
surprised
that time it's Merriweather with the interception. That's number 5.
He throws this right between 2 defenders that are standing there, Tim. That window is much too tight for him at this stage.
High school records for touchdown passes in a season and career.
Who can beat man coverage here, Tim? Who can beat man coverage?
Padilla rolls away from pressure and unloads it.
Well, that pressure was what disrupted everything there, Padilla.
I think so much of what we saw tonight, particularly when they got the big lead, was about giving Penn State a lot to think about.
I think what happened to Penn State, really laying an egg last year in that shortened season, really put a chip on their shoulders, Tim.
Which, by the way, James Franklin coaches well from.
Sometimes it can motivate you. Other times it keeps you in a funk, and you got to be careful about that.
I thought, as you see Boone again taking this one out of the backfield, the tackling ability in space, that's Sebastian Castro, 29. They prepare and get ready for their next game, which is going to be a tough one. When they take on Ohio State in Columbus at the Old Horseshoe, we'll really be interested in seeing how much better he can play. Jones will boot it away. High spiraling boot has Jones backing up. Charlie Jones headed for the sideline and gets spun down. Lost the ball at the 25. I think Maryland's got it. He's trying to get a couple of extra yards. Charlie Jones fumbled it. And the Terps are on top of it. Taking a look and rooting on his backup. Pressure off the backside affected that throw. Trained with Pro Kick Australia in the offseason. Remember last great coverage there by Iowa. 3 quarters playing Wisconsin. I think that's another one of the reasons I like Cincinnati in that road game at Notre Dame.
I want to revisit Penn State. If they did enough against Wisconsin, in your mind's eye, we know that Auburn was a nightmare, but
3 quarters playing Wisconsin. I think that's another one of the reasons I like Cincinnati in that road game at Notre Dame.
I want to revisit Penn State. If they did enough against Wisconsin, in your mind's eye, we know that Auburn was a nightmare, but
and one would think Penn State's got that perhaps a little bit more so than Iowa.
But I'm just concerned that Penn State's ground game is not where it needs to be. And that's really the injustice you can do to yourself is to compare yourself to someone you don't even know.
Absolutely. Well, that's a beautiful catch. Straight downfield on what is an absolutely magnificent. It was a big overtime win they got against Nebraska last week.
Martinez is where they are. That win had more credibility.
It did.
To it as well.
Exemplary football.
Well, this league rewards consistency. The game in general does, and that's what you got to be able to do with the Big Ten.
As usual, they're playing in the shadow of Jim Harbaugh's Michigan team. They'll be playing at Wisconsin. He's more of a Pete Carroll guy.
He's a Pete Carroll guy. And when you look at some of the inventive things that he's doing now, man, that's going to cause some problems. There's another pick.
Yeah, another interception. This one by Schulte in the right spot, and he's going right down the sideline with it. It's pushed out inside the 10. Oh, that's right. That was their second sideline interference of the night.
Oh, yeah.
How about this?
How do you
nice little button hook he ran right there. At least that's what we used to call it, right? A little button hook.
I'm trying to figure out where the interference happened.
Yeah, I know.
There's another play. There's another player that pushed another player out.
I didn't see a Hawkeye that in my.
It's flatter, and I agree with you said earlier.
Right.
But there's still some distance between teams from week to week.
Well, and it's great for these kids that are 3rd and 4th on the depth chart to have an opportunity to play.
Yeah, got hundreds of thousands of fans that don't.
That's right.
His reality is different than theirs.
No
and so
question.
how do you manage those expectations? It's a tough job, man.
Nothing doing for LaShawn Williams again.
And if you discover you're not there, you can at least begin the process of getting better,
Well,
right?
I think Iowa sent a message about where they are now and where they hope to be next week when they're part of Big Noon. Get ready, Iowa City. The guys are coming to town.